welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like always, this product review is going to be straightforward, and it is going to be separated into 4 parts. First, the product details. Second is the swatch and comparison with the high-end brand. Third is the performance in my first impression. And lastly, my final verdict, whether or not the product is worth the money and the hype. I also have the timeline provided pinned in the comment section below if you guys want to see a particular review of this product. So without any further ado, let's move on to the video. Okay, let's start by talking about the product description. This foundation is retail for $14 in NYX website and $13.99 in Ulta, which is also buy one get one 50% off in Ulta website and in store. Thought I'd share that with you guys. Now this foundation has 24 shades. This particular one I'm using is in the shade Caramel. There is 0.43 ounce of product in here, which is, in my opinion, it's pretty tiny for a $14 drugstore foundation, but that's just me. Anyways, according to NYX, this is a sheer to full coverage foundation. The finish is velvety matte, 2 drops for sheer coverage, 3 for medium, and 4 or so for full coverage. Now this foundation has really strong plasticky alcoholish scent to it when you open it for the first time, but once it air out, the scent is still there, but definitely not as strong. I also got this angled synthetic brush that was recommended by NYX. It curves inward slightly, which is supposed to allow to fit around the natural curves of the face and in those hard to reach spots. It's not worth the $14 in my honest opinion. You will see in my demo in a little bit. Now, since this foundation is supposed to be a drugstore version of CoverFX Custom Cover Drop, I am going to swatch it and compare the consistency of the 2 foundation right now. But first, here's the quick rundown of both foundation. And now, onto the swatch. This foundation are completely different products. NYX Total Control has super liquidy consistency compared to CoverFX Custom Drop. On this swatch, you will see that the NYX one has more on a natural sheer finish compared to CoverFX. Now obviously you can always layer or add more drops for full coverage using the NYX foundation, but I just want to point out that with CoverFX Custom Drop, you basically need little product to achieve a twice amount of product using this NYX one. This makes me think, are you really saving money for buying a drugstore foundation? Well, I'll let you guys be the judge, but right now I like them both. Okay, like always, make sure your face is nice and clean. Now I'm gonna go apply my Rescue Serum Concentrated for my moisturizer, and then on the left hand side of my face I will also be applying this NYX pore filler because I want to test out the staying power of this foundation, but only on the half of my face because I want to have like a little bit of comparison between primed face and not primed face. Okay, now I'm gonna apply the foundation on my right hand side using the brush, and then on the other side of my face I will be applying the foundation using my beauty blender, which is I normally do. Okay, so I start with just 3 pumps of the foundation and I'm just gonna go spread that out. And I didn't apply my color corrector because I really want to test out this product right here. They really recommended this brush to apply this foundation. That's why I also got it for the sake of this review, and we're gonna test it out right now. Two pumps is for light application, 3 pumps is for medium application, and then for full coverage you're gonna need 4 or more. So right now I only put 3, which is medium coverage. So this is the foundation. As you guys can see, it matches my neck, and I didn't even have to blend it out down to my neck, and I really like it. It's so lightweight. I don't feel like I'm wearing any foundation at all. Here I'm going in for second layer just to really test out the coverage of this foundation. I actually like the fact that even with second layer, the foundation doesn't feel cakey at all. It looks so natural and it feels like it's part of your skin. I also love the fact that when applying the second layer, it didn't really disturb the first one like some foundation do. So far, I'm pretty impressed. So lightweight. Here I'm going in with 3 pumps as well using a damp beauty blender. Definitely a more flawless finish, but I noticed that it's very sheer because I feel like since it is very liquidy, the beauty blender takes off the product, like suck it in. So this is the beauty blender side. It's just 3 pumps, which is for medium coverage. Again, I don't feel anything. I feel like it's my own skin. I don't feel like I have a foundation at all. It's so lightweight. And I love the fact that the color is so close to my natural color. Here I'm going in with a second layer, and I noticed that with Beauty Blender, the coverage and color payoff is so much better and more flawless than applying it with the brush. Holy crap, I love the finish of it. Still feel like my own skin. Between the flawless finish using the Beauty Blender and the primer earlier, my skin significantly looks softer and better compared to the other side of my face. I am super duper impressed with this foundation. So I finished my makeup and this is how the foundation looks like with the finished look. One thing you need to know is I didn't set the foundation with any setting powder or setting spray because I really want to test out the staying power of the foundation without the help of any setting powder or spray. Although I did add a little bit of bronzer and highlights on the hollows and highest part of my cheeks and of course my concealer. Other than that, I didn't really set the rest of my face with a setting powder. Right now it is 6 o'clock, 6:29. 8 hours or so later, this is the foundation looks like. As you guys can see, the foundation is still impressively intact, especially without a setting powder or spray. My T-zone area do look a little oily though, but in all honesty, it doesn't feel oily at all for some weird reason. By the way, my skin is normal to dry. Some parts of my face like forehead and cheeks are dry, but my T-zone area is pretty much normal. One thing I also noticed is on the primed side of my face, the foundation is a lot drier, probably because I used a silicone-based primer. If you're like me who have dry patches, make sure to apply a heavy moisturizer or exfoliate before applying this foundation since this foundation's finish is matte. Even though it's matte, it's not really drying on my not primed side of my face. One thing I also want to point out is when I changed into my PJs, I did not get any transfer. Again, without any setting powder or setting spray, that's pretty impressive. Overall and final verdict of this product is, I love it! I thought it's a great everyday drugstore foundation. The price is a little higher for the amount of product you're getting, but you know me, I'm cheap. If you're thinking to get this foundation, hold off on buying the brush. The brush wasn't too bad, but wasn't that special in my honest opinion. You're better off applying it with any beauty sponge, seriously. Save your 14 bucks and get yourself another one of these foundation as a backup. Overall, I'm rating this foundation 4.5 stars. The other half gone is because of the strong scent of this foundation. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. Other than that, this foundation is promising. I hope NYX would do something about the scent though. Anywho, that's it for this in-depth review of this foundation, my loves. I hope you love and appreciate it, and if you do, don't forget to rate this video. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Like always, make sure to give me a feedback in the comment section below. Let me know what new products you want me to do an in-depth review next. That's it for now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys on my next video. I love you.